And welcome to AKA GK Fralin, a friendly and welcoming community. This is Glenda. And hold on for the show. Well, if anybody is new here today, you will soon find out that I fidget a lot, especially with my tubing here, because for some odd reason it's always bugging me. But I'm a fidgeter anyway, and somewhere I do own a fidget spinner and just cannot find it, because if I do, I get out of camera. So I'm going to turn you off for a minute. Da-da-da-da. Did I just really turn you on? The way people say things and their vocal inflections and timing is everything. But today, not tonight, wouldn't have done me any good tonight. Today, it was 70 degrees here, and there was hardly any wind. So I got to go sit outside, and I've got some footage. So that's up next. Hello. No mail? That's okay, no bills. No bills. Oh, it's so nice out. Oh dear. Oh. Kind of nice to hear all those mowers, because we know we won't be hearing them long, right? Said it's nice to hear the mowers because we won't be hearing them long. Instead, we'll start hearing snow blowers in a month or so, maybe less. Jeez, gnats. I don't know, we may have a tree. A nutty tree. I don't know for sure. There it is. Oh, the leaves are falling off, but they have really changed colors. Looks like we need to take a couple limbs off. A couple dead ones. Well, they may have just shed their leaves too. I never thought about that. But the way they're chopped up, I thought maybe they were dead. But I don't remember them looking that dead, so no. I think they've just lost their leaves. I am out here today because it's 70 degrees, no wind. I'm loving it. Except for the gnats. Anyway. Oxygen guy stopped by today to take readings off of my machine. Don't see him often because I'm pretty much, he just comes about once a year. Everything else is either battery operated, or I call up and get supplies and they just mail them to me. But back in, I think it was the 90s, maybe the early 90s, late 80s, they had to postpone Halloween because a winter storm came through, a blizzard. It was so cold. It was, and the wind was just awful. Nobody was moving. I mean, it was, and we had to bring, our dog had just had puppies, and she was on the back porch with them. and because they were just starting to, climb out of the box and get all over the place. And our back porch wasn't that cold until that day. When that hit, it was like, wow, this was totally unexpected. So we had our dog with her litter in the house, and of course they were not potty trained or housebroke or whatever. But it's something we don't want to experience again, but yet we can look back on it kind of and laugh about it now. It was not something that happens all the time. Oh, in fact, that was the first Halloween or that early. Now we've had a lot of late winters, and in fact we're kind of cycling back to normal seasons, because there for a while we had warm falls and even Decembers. But it's just kind of this last couple years it started cycling back to being more the 4 seasons in their regular pattern. But we've had freezes in mid-April before snowstorms. Not often, but it has happened. And we've had 70-degree weather in January before. That's Nebraska. That's been happening for years. Generations upon generations. Okay. I just made this afternoon. I decided I didn't want to cause any triggers for anxiety. And I hope you can see the leaves there. And I kind of used those long pieces to separate them out, but still include a few beads there. So anyway, I made a necklace that includes those leaves. Basically what I did. My oxygen is off because it is hard to get this to look like anything against that oxygen tubing. It just, anything I put against it, unless it just totally blacks out the oxygen, or blocks out the oxygen tubing, or mostly does. But right now, I don't know, maybe it's because we got a little too much light in here. I don't know. But, see it like that. You'd think it would really show up on this black shirt. Maybe it's just me. That is entirely possible. Anyway, that is it. And I will, well, let me do this. Okay. And of course, it's going to swing. That's okay. There it is, the front part with the leaves kind of being pendants there. Not really, just separated out. Anyway, yeah, I did these. I used a couple of these on the end against the neck just because I wasn't sure I'd have enough of the silver beads. I'd been using a lot of them up. Anyway, between other necklaces and the little bracelets, I used mostly the tiny ones. So that's it for this one. Anyway, I hope it shows up better than what it does to me on here. Well, I have a couple of minutes, not a long time, but I've got a few minutes to be really silly goofy, and I don't know what to be really silly goofy with. Other than talk really silly goofy, and I can scratch on my back. Maybe. Here, I'll scratch yours. Bang myself in the head. Anyway, thank you for being with us this evening. Today. It's evening for me now, but who knows what time you'll watch this. I'll be uploading it in the morning. So, anyway, it's It's been nice. I got to do a project. I got to go sit outside with the gnats and waving at everybody, trying to get them away from me. I don't know. That tree must draw gnats, or else one of the others in the neighborhood does. But I'm sitting right there on that porch. That tree's right above me, and I'm the one fighting gnats. I think it's my tree. So, I don't know if we'll do anything about it. We used to have a hackberry in another house that we had we had a guy come and spray every year. But we haven't had to do that since then. And I don't know. I don't know what they charge these days, but it's actually, the tree belongs to the city. It's on the city. We are responsible for the upkeep as far as mowing and all that. But anything on the street side of the sidewalk that goes in front of the house belongs to the city. Because I wanted to take that tree out and plant something different. They said nope. Anyway, well, because the roots of it were pushing up a lot of the sidewalk and stuff, which was getting dangerous. So instead, we had to adjust the sidewalk to accommodate the tree. I'm not against trees. I love trees. But that particular one, it's a little too much shade. And we have so many trees on this block. But, okay, quick challenge. It's time for another one. A medium-sized animal. And a fall color. A nursery rhyme. And some kind of one of your standard Halloween characters, like vampire, Frankenstein's monster, ghost, goblin, any of those. Okay, that's your new challenge. Give me your choices in the comments, and I'll make up one of those ridiculous stories. And if you want to challenge me and give me those, and then take them and make your own story, I will read that too. And so we'll have this challenge going. And I don't know, don't hurt me if let people vote on which one wins. Why the heck not? Let's have a little contest here. Anyway, spinner. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow. And I won't be, I'm always goofy. So that's just part of being me. And sometimes I'm boring, sometimes I'm really creepy, and sometimes, well, look at my past ones. You'll know, sometimes I'm even informational. So, we will see you. Thank you for being here. And if you have not subscribed, please do so. And please give us a thumbs up. And if you have friends you might like to see this, then give us a share. And I will see you hasta mañana.